morning. If you're rewatching this on YouTube, welcome. This is our weekly tarot reading to find out what the energy is for the week. So stay tuned. I'm waiting on everybody to get on. Good morning, good morning. Good morning, good morning. Come on in, everybody. Welcome back. I took a week off because I was in London on vacation with my kids. But if you're new here, welcome in. This is what we do every Monday and Friday, okay? We get a reading for the week to see what the energy is bringing for us. Good morning. Oh, thank you. Since I'm new here and just watch most of your videos, you're awesome. Thank you so much. I appreciate that. So I've got this new deck. Actually, this new deck was here when I got back home. And so I'm excited to use it because it's from a fellow creator friend here on TikTok. So I'm excited to use this new deck. I'm just getting it all shuffled. I've already blessed it and everything. Good morning. So we're going to use this new deck today. In just a second, I want to let everybody get on. I missed all of y'all, but I had a fantastic, you guys, I had a fantastic time in London. Me and my kids, we went all over London exploring. We had amazing food. I got to meet my mentor, which was amazing. We just had so much fun, and I'm already ready to go back. So next time I might wind up spending like a month there. I'll still work if I spend a month there, but yeah, it was incredible. London is amazing. Yeah. So, okay, let's cleanse our heart chakra right quick, okay? So what we do every Monday and Friday is we cleanse our heart chakra because we hold the most junk in our heart chakra. This bowl is attuned to the frequency of your heart chakra. And so all you need to do is accept the vibration, and then we'll get into the reading, okay? So all you do is you just breathe and you allow all the junk that's sitting in that heart chakra, all the heaviness, all the tightness, you just let it go, okay? So here we go. I'm gonna pause the music for just a second so you can hear it. Here we go. Just take deep breaths. Just allow yourself to be. Let your energy ground down to the earth. Envision yourself connecting to God's source energy and just letting all that heaviness go. Deep breaths. All right, let's take one final deep breath in. Hold it at the top for a second. Pick up all that heaviness. Now blow it out quickly. There we go. We got to get rid of that heavy energy, y'all. You cannot expect to receive when you're hanging on to that heaviness and that fear and that anxiety, okay? All right. Thank y'all for educating the new people. I appreciate it. All right, let's see what our blessing is for the week. This is going to be an overall energy, and we're going to look at, through the tarot after this oracle, we're going to look at every day of the week. Okay, I did not mean to do that, and that's not typically my shuffling style, but we're going to look at it. Anyways, what I was going to say is we're going to look at every day of the week and see what the energy is every single day of the week. We're going to go up to Thursday, and on Friday, I'll be back here in the morning, and we're going to look at the weekend. Because you need to know what energy is available to you. Because if you're not using the energy, if you're not working with the energy, then like, what are you doing? You're going to be bumping into walls constantly, okay? So look, we got the blessing, a blessing of the sight. Look at that. So what is the blessing of the sight means? It means to be able to see through something. It means to be able to see the higher purpose of something. So for instance, if something is going wrong in your life, then it's your turn to take a step back and be like, okay, this is showing me something. I'm missing something, or there's something here that I need to learn. And it also allows you to see through other people's actions. So when somebody's acting out of anger, they're more than likely afraid. They're more than likely in pain. And that's their energy. So for example, I have people that make like some really shitty comments on my videos. And instead of me taking it personally, I'm like, man, that person has gone through a lot. I'll send them love, but I'm not accepting this negativity because, you know, people that hurt people, right? And they want to pull you down to their pain level and to make you feel the pain that they feel because they feel then they'll be understood, right? But if you're in a position in life to where you're in pain and you're hurting and you're mad at the world, it's your responsibility to pull yourself out of that. There can be people that help you, but ultimately it's your job to take the step. It's your job to heal yourself. No, it was not your responsibility or like your fault that something negative happened to you, but unfortunately it is your responsibility to heal that, okay? So with a gift of the sight, that's allowing you to see through a spiritual lens, okay? Seeing the higher purpose, seeing, you know, the big picture, seeing through people's words and actions. It's just a really nice way to be. And that's how you evolve spiritually, okay? Because like I've told you many times before, you don't get to this point and like life is just like easy sailing. That's not what happens. We always get obstacles. We always get challenges. And if you have the right tools to be able to see through it, then things run more smoothly, okay? So I hope that makes sense. Let me check the comments right quick. Thank you for all the love and everything. Is somebody being ugly? Oh, Jesus loves me. I know. And this is exactly what I'm talking about. So this person is in fear right here, right? They've been raised in a institution that leads through fear. And so what they do is they come on to people's lives like this and they vomit their fear all over everybody else because they want you to feel the same fear that they feel right now. Okay, so you don't have to take it personally. It's just somebody that is in a fear state. Okay. All right, let's see what else. Thank you. Thank you, Jamie. All right, let's see what the week holds for us. This, like I said, this is a new deck that I got from a fellow reader here on TikTok, and it's a beautiful medieval deck. So I was really excited to see that I got it while I was, like, it arrived at my house while I was in London, and so that's exciting. All right, let's see. Again, we're going to look at Monday through Thursday. And if you've missed any of this, you can always go to my YouTube and rewatch it because I always post this on YouTube from now on. That way you can go look at the energy of the week, okay? So let's look at today. Today we have the Six of Pentacles in reverse, okay? So when the Six of Pentacles is in reverse, it indicates that, number one, this is not a good time for you to ask for, like, try to get a loan or try to get a raise in something. But it also is an energy of you might be feeling frustrated because you're not receiving what you feel you should be receiving in life. Okay, so today you might be feeling this, like, this stirring and this frustration, but just understand that there's just a little shift that needs to happen. Okay, the main reason why we have disappointment and pain is because things don't add up to our expectations. And when they don't add up to our expectations, then we're disappointed, then we're hurt, then we're angry, okay? But the thing is, we can make adjustments. Because remember, the only person we can control is ourselves, right? So if you're feeling you're not getting what you're owed, whether it be in work and relationships, something to that extent, then there's some adjustments that need to be made. You have to change course, Okay. And it's not always a dramatic adjustment. Sometimes it's just a little minor adjustment. Maybe changing the way you view things. It could be that you're thinking that life never works out for me, nothing good ever happens to me, you know, poor pitiful Pete type of energy. Well, if you stop affirming that life doesn't work out for you, that things don't happen for you in a good sense, then you start affirming that things do work out for me. Everything happens the way it's supposed to because I'm making decisions here. Then everything changes and this turns direct. Okay? So let's look at tomorrow. Tuesday, we have the 9 of Swords in reverse. I like that. Okay? So when the 9 of Swords is in reverse, it indicates the release of anxiety. The ability to like breathe, to get that elephant off your chest, to be able to sleep. Okay? The 9 of Swords is like all of these swords, all of these thoughts, all of this fear are falling away, allowing you to see things clearly. So this will happen if you adjust your thought process about reciprocity here, okay? What am I missing? So is it that people think you cannot believe in God and still believe in your readings? Yeah, they think that. They think it's one or the other. Yeah, for sure. Let's see. Yeah, y'all are spot on. All right, so let's look at Wednesday. So Wednesday is the 5 of Swords. Okay, so the Wednesday right in the middle of the week, right? And the 5 of Swords is about battles, it's about conflict. So it could be, watch out on Wednesday for someone that wants to argue with you. Watch out for your thoughts on Wednesday that, you know, you're trying to change this energy, you're trying to release this anxiety and this fear, but old patterns will fight for their place in your life. Okay, so it could be that your thoughts are conflicting about, oh, well, we're making these changes, but is it really going to happen? You're not deserving of this. This doesn't normally happen for you. So what do you think you're doing? Who do you think you are? You know, your brain will fight for its old thought patterns, and you have to be the one who says, we're not doing this. We're not doing this anymore. I control you. Okay, you have to take ownership of your own thoughts, your words, your emotions, and your actions. When you do that, your life will change. Believe me, I've done it. I don't speak on anything that I have not done myself. Okay, so just be aware that on Wednesday there could be some sort of conflict, argument, or it's just going to be your thoughts that are fighting you. Okay, so let's look at Thursday. Thursday, we have the 6 of Wands in reverse. Okay, now the 6 of Wands, when it's in reverse, if you succumb to this energy here, if you succumb to this battle and these arguments, this is going to stunt your progress. Okay, so let's not pay attention to people that want to battle just to battle. It's not worth it. Okay, because it's not going to reach a successful outcome. It's going to block you from moving forward. So you're getting an opportunity this week to really make some progress. I think for what I'm feeling is more so internally. Because like I said, we got to change the 6 of Pentacles from reverse to direct. And all that needs to happen is you changing your thought process and your affirmations of things just don't work out for me. Because I'm telling you, I have people in my comment section that will fight for their pain. They will fight to claim that they are the victim, that life doesn't work out for them, and just, you know, everybody sucks. And I'm like, you can hang on to that if you want to, but you don't have the right to project that onto me because you're the one hanging on to that. You're the one saying, this is my life, this is what I want. And the universe is giving it to you because whatever you claim, the universe has to make it true. That's just how energy works. Okay, the universe wants to give you whatever it is that you claim. So if you're claiming poverty, if you're claiming pain, if you're claiming loneliness, whatever it is, the universe is going to make it true for you. So why don't we shift that and break through those barriers? Okay, because when you start something new, when you start breaking through a barrier, let me tell you, it gets rough. Okay, that's when you are really tested Like, are you for real about this? Because I had a barrier that I had to break through when we went to London. I'll be 100% transparent with y'all, because you know that's just the way I am. So going to London with my boys was a big deal because I've never gotten to take them on a legit trip. Okay? They've never been on a legit trip, especially not just with me. Okay? So it's always been my dream to be able to take them on a trip myself and us have a wonderful time. Well, I can tell you, you guys, I lost a lot of sleep the 2 weeks before we left because I knew there was a wall that I was breaking through, okay? It was a lot of anxiety over the trip, but it was also an anxiety of I'm breaking through a barrier. I'm breaking through an abundance barrier, okay? Because anytime I was on a trip before in my old life, anytime I was on a trip, I didn't have money to spend. I would just go, window shop and experience through people. It was just my old programming. And so as I started going on this trip, I knew that I was breaking through an old barrier, and it was sitting right here in my chest. And this is going to happen to you whenever you're busting through a barrier, whenever you're breaking an old pattern. That pattern is going to fight for its place in your life. Okay? Because you have dug these grooves so deep into your brain, into your aura, everything. And to release it, it's fighting for its place. So whenever I went on this trip, I had to constantly remind myself that we're busting through a barrier. This is different now. We're in a new life now. And everything was fantastic. Okay? So whenever you feel this deep anxiety and you're losing sleep over something, and it's because you're doing something different than what you're used to, it's because you're about to have a breakthrough, and you have to just keep going. You have to keep reminding yourself that no, this time it's different. This time I'm affirming that this is what's going to happen, and you will bust through that barrier. Okay? I promise you. So I love to share stories like that, because just because I coach and I read and I have so much knowledge and experience in spirituality does not mean that I don't go through things either. We all do. So anybody pretending that their life is perfect and they've reached this pinnacle and they never have any issues, they're bullshitting you. We will always have obstacles. Okay? It's just, are we going to, walk the walk? Are we going to, do what we preach and live how we teach? That's the difference, okay? Good. I'm so glad y'all can relate to this. Yeah, breaking through those barriers is amazing, but it really causes you a lot of anxiety. So anytime you feel this deep anxiety, you're like, oh, I'm fixing to break through a barrier. Let's go. And you hold steady. You do not let anything bust or knock you off course. Okay, let's look at the bottom of the deck. Look, we have the Hermit. So remember how I said I feel like this week, or at least the first part of the week, is going to be really more something internal? Well, that's the Hermit. Okay, the Hermit goes within and evaluates how he's been experiencing life in the past. Okay, the Hermit learns from what he's experienced out in society, and then when he decides to come out of Hermit mode, he applies that knowledge to his new path. Okay, so that's what I really feel like this week is going to be. It's a lot more internal than external. Okay, the Hermit is very Virgo energy. They love to analyze and think practically. Like, what am I doing? What am I really doing in my life? How am I blocking my ability to receive what I know deep down I deserve? Who are the old voices that I'm listening to that I've let live in my head rent free? Okay? And how am I battling this all the time? How am I making progress and then taking it away from myself? So let that be something that, really speaks to you on a deep level. You didn't know you could get certified in tarot? Yeah. Well, and some people certifications are a big deal. Some people are not. I went through a certification through like a true apprenticeship with my mentor. And It's just a level of accomplishment that you did the work, that you took it seriously, and you went through everything that you needed to go through to learn the tarot properly. Because there's a lot of people on this app that have really disgraced the name of tarot, okay? Because they don't want to have to take the time to actually learn this process. They're like, oh, it's, there's no rules. Well, yeah, there is. Science and spirituality do have laws. They do have rules. And reading the tarot and aligning to your higher self and reading them properly, there are certain rules. And so people love to argue that, but it's just them being lazy. It makes it hard to trust people. Yeah. There's a lot of fakes on this app. It's just people that picked up a deck and said, I'm a tarot reader, and they want to make money off of it. And, my mentor would skin me alive if I did that. Look here. Speaking of that, we have in that person coming and preaching at us, right? We have religious factors, spiritual path, sacrifice, morality, and ethics. Just what we were talking about. Doing something like having a spiritual practice like this takes a ton, like really strong morals and ethics. Because there are certain things that my clients will come to me in desperation and want me to read. And I'm like, no. Okay. It also takes really strong ethics of, I'm not going to tell you what you want to hear. I'm going to tell you what you need to hear. I'm not going to sugarcoat it because the cards are giving you a message and you need to hear this because it's for your own growth. But also I want you to know everything in this week that I'm reading is part of your spiritual practice. It's part of your spiritual path. And there are rules. There are universal laws. There are things that you need to let go of. Sacrifice doesn't mean you have to, sacrifice yourself and you only serve other people and you don't serve yourself. That's not what that means. Sacrifice means just to let go. Okay? It's just to let go, to allow whatever needs to come in, to allow yourself to receive. Most people will never allow themselves to receive, and that makes me really sad. So, I hope that speaks to y'all. Oh, thank you. I really like the black wall and the light you got going. Thank you. I appreciate it. Yeah, I mean, this is my office. This is my sacred space, and I needed it to feel just right. And we're getting there. We're getting there. You hear it, but some of you don't know how. Well, this is what listen, you guys, I'm creating my own app, and on March 27th, I'm taking a group of people through my whole new module, okay? You can't get into this group now, it's already closed, but after we finish the 6-week challenge through the new module, everything's gonna go into my new app, and it's gonna be the most transformational experience that you can go through, okay? I'm taking all the tools that I use, that I've studied through the last 10 plus years, and I'm putting these people through it, and you're gonna see their transformation, and then you're gonna get to use it yourself, okay? So it's all going into the tribe. If you haven't seen the tribe on my website, go check it out, see if it feels right for you. It is getting a massive facelift, but you guys, I'm so freaking excited. I can't even. All right, look, we have Lorelei. So look at this. I like this card because what this indicates is, you see how she has this rope or whatever attached to this boat, okay? What this card indicates is she's in control here, okay? She's unique. She's this mermaid type of energy, right? She's got, it looks like fins, but also can look like a butterfly wing, right? So she's in control of this ship. So she can decide, is she going to bring it in or is she going to capsize it? Okay? So everything is in your control here. What is it that you want? Do you want your ships to come in, or are you going to continually self-sabotage by capsizing every ship that tries to come into you? You literally do that so many times a day that you don't realize. Okay? Yeah, Denise, I'm so looking forward to it as well. Everybody in that group is gonna like really go to the next level. And I'm so excited to get the feedback from y'all, to see your transformations, and then to just open it up to everybody. So excited. Like, it's gonna be big. Look at that, letting go. We were just talking about that. Letting go. And look, there's another ship. See? So letting go means I'm just releasing. I'm just letting this go because I want to see what happens. I want to see, is this meant to come back around, or is something better meant to come in for me? Letting go, you guys, letting go is one of the most powerful things that you can do. Okay? It's one of the most self-loving things that you can do. Letting go of whatever is not serving you, letting go of this inner conflict, letting go of this affirmation that good things just don't happen to me, because they can. It's just going to, you have to bust through that anxiety wall, right? Just like I was saying, when you're having a breakthrough, man, that anxiety starts building, like right in front of you, and you have to keep going and bust through that. And when you do, it's an amazing feeling. Self-sabotage come from mistrust, being hurt. Yeah. See, that's the thing. It's like, I'm gonna hurt you before you hurt me. I'm gonna leave you before you leave me. I'm gonna go ahead and make this fail before it happens out of the blue and surprises me again. Yeah, self-sabotage is tough. But this is where you have to be responsible for yourself. This is where we have to really look at ourselves and be like, okay, what is my part in all of this? How am I self-sabotaging? How am I always affirming that I'm the victim and giving myself things to be victimized about? That's the only way you're going to change. Remember last time I was here, I was talking about there's 3 different kinds of people, okay? There's one where they will fight for their pain and they will fight to stay in the same place they're in, always. And they will die angry and full of regrets. The second one is, oh yeah, I'm going on my awakening journey. This is so fun. This is amazing. But they're really not doing anything. They're just trying to fit into a fad, okay? And then there's the third. The third is like, I'm tired of this life. This is going to be my new life. I'll do whatever it takes. I'm going to make this happen because this life that I've been living is not what I signed up for. And I am now taking control. I'm taking personal responsibility, and I will do what needs to be done to make it happen. So you have to decide, which one are you? 1, 2, or 3? Yeah, if you need a personal reading, you can book through the link in my bio. Thank you, Tara. You left your son's father. It's tough. Whoops. It's tough when you make a radical change like that. Like, I went through a divorce, it's going on 10 years this year. And it was the best thing that ever happened to me. I had to, because that was not the life that I knew I was supposed to be living. It was toxic. Look, Spirit Guardian of Summer, expansion. Okay, so you'll notice have y'all ever noticed how kids grow a lot in the summer? And we have a lot of growth in the summer. Well, it's because the sun is shining the most, right? We're getting that vitamin D. It's making us happier. It's giving us what we need. Okay, so spiritually also, you grow in the summer. So in the winter, we go within. In the winter, we kind of hibernate. We go within. We're like, okay, what is it? What seeds do I need to plant now in order to get what I want whenever we come into spring and summer? Okay, so this is telling you that abundance is available to you. There is growth that is possible for you, but you have to claim and really affirm over and over and over again that you're making these changes. You have to remind yourself over and over and over again. Okay, I can't be there 24/7 reminding you. So you have to take that personal responsibility of like, okay, this is what we're changing. I'm doing this. I'm tapping in every day. This is why I created the tribe. So you can tap in every day. I give everybody an affirmation and a journaling prompt every weekday so you can stay tapped in. And then there's obviously other perks there too. But like I said, it's about to have a massive facelift since I'm building my own app. But that's where we are now. And so if you tap in every single day, you will have a transformation. But it's up to you. There are people that have joined the tribe that haven't done a damn thing. And then they'll wind up leaving saying, well, I didn't experience anything. It's like, well, you didn't even start. So it's all up to you. I can only give you the tools. I can't make you do anything. This is your life. Look, we have denial. This is about money. Okay, this gives you 3 ways to resonate. Perhaps you're insisting that reality be something other than what it is, right? Your basic vibration is as a vibration of reciprocity, of receiving, okay? What you've experienced in your past has built up these blocks for you to receive, okay? So you're in denial that you are meant to receive. And once you stop getting out of that, once you bust through that, then you start receiving, okay? Number 2, what are you refusing to see? It's better to live in truth than a lie. This is what we've been talking about the whole time. Personal responsibility. Hold that mirror up to your face and be like, okay, what am I doing here? And number 3, if you've been putting a false front to make money, it's time to remove that mask. This is what I was talking about, you know, with like the false tarot readers here, or the people that are just doing things just to make money. It'll eventually come to light. The truth always reveals itself. So you always want to move in integrity, because then you have nothing to worry about. You're not putting bad karma on yourself or anybody else. You're not having to worry about people finding you out. I mean, it's just when you live in authenticity and integrity, you have nothing to worry about. So what is it that you're denying about yourself and your opportunity to receive money? Okay, let's pull one more right quick, and then I've got to get moving because I have an appointment. What does it say? I think sometimes I get a little turned around because I feel I'm growing. Then the universe sends me people into my life. Some are friends, some are tests, and I can't tell the difference sometimes. Well, that's why I said you got to take a step back. And if it feels like something's going wrong, you got to take a step back and be like, okay, what is this teaching me about myself? What am I needing to see here? Okay? Because if you're new here, I always tell everybody, you're going to go through a moment of growth, and then you've got to settle into that energy. Growth, and then settle into that energy. And the universe is going to send you, I don't like to call it a test because I hate being tested. I hate being tested. The universe is going to send you an opportunity to prove to yourself that you have made the change. Okay? So if you're saying, I'm going to set healthy boundaries, I'm not letting anybody cross them. I'm not going to cross them myself, all of that. Then the universe is going to send you an opportunity to prove that to yourself. And if you pass, if you prove to yourself that you've done the work, boom, busted through that block. Okay? So that's what that's about. Let's see. Nikayla, how many lives have you jumped on asking that same question? I'm curious. So look, this says flow, right? We've got to go with the flow of the universe. Just like I was saying, you're going to go through changes and then settle in. Go through changes and settle in. When you go with the flow of the universe, then things are easier. They're not easy. They're easier, okay? Because you're allowing the energy to work for you. You're releasing, you're receiving. You're releasing, you're receiving. You're always going to be letting go and receiving. Always. Okay? So think of the Wheel of Fortune. So think of the Wheel of Fortune. You have this moment where you've received something. And then it's trying to turn, right? It's trying to turn, but you've got this like rubber band stuck to it. It's trying to turn, and then all of a sudden it gets stuck because this point in time can only stretch so far, right? But you won't let go of it because you want to keep it. You want to hang on to it, and it keeps pulling you back back to square one. And you try to stretch, and it pulls you back, and you're like frustrated. You're like, Why isn't the Wheel of Fortune turning for me? Why can't I have this new cycle? Well, it's because you're holding on to something that has reached its limit. Okay? But if you let go, boom, Wheel of Fortune turns for you. Okay? I love to do analogies. That's how I teach, because I'm a visual learner and I need it to connect. So I hope this helps you all. This is the energy Monday through Thursday. If you missed the beginning, don't worry. I'm going to put it up on my YouTube. You can go watch it, and you can even come back throughout the week and check on the energy of each day. On Friday, we're going to get the energy of the weekend. Okay, so that way you can take it in bite-sized chunks. You don't have to have everything just spilled out. We can come back and talk about what you experienced throughout Monday through Thursday, and then we'll lead that into the weekend. Okay, so again, I hope this helps you. If you need anything, the link is in my bio. Okay, I'm always here. I hope you all have a wonderful week, and I will see you next time. Bye, y'all.